play of the half. Cousins. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he's taken.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis. Deep. Heck, I got to go.
Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Third and long for Cousins. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And following the touchdown, Josh Scobie now will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw is RG3. Paul bringing it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He hits Baldwin right side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. And they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back now in Pittsburgh. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Emmitt Smith taking it in. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out come the Giants. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run, combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And a cutback left and a crease here. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And there will be a break in the action here. They're going to take a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now that was a big stop on 3rd down, and this is where head coaches make their money and answer the question right here and now. Do you kick the field goal for the 3 points, or do you go ahead and try and grab yourself a touchdown lead?
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Now Cousins on 4th down. And that is incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And now back out comes the offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now RG3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, but it helps him pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Griffin to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Still fighting, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Hopkins, the 1 receiver right. Throwing now is Griffin. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. It's a gain of 14 there, and it's good enough for a 1st down. So now this game hinges. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
And New York set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know with that.
And now Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Cousins. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still wondering, could it happen?